Hello, Norfolk and Nottinghamshire classes. Welcome to your English lesson today, Once in a Lifetime by John Gullidge. This is our 15th lesson of 15 lessons, so it's our final lesson of Once in a Lifetime. And after the half term, we're going to be writing about the same book that we're doing for Destination Reader. So that will be something to look forward to. But until then, we need to finish off Once in a Lifetime. So please check that you've got a pencil or a pen, a piece of paper or your home learning book, and if you have one, a dictionary could be very useful. Go and get those things together. Press pause now. Okay, great, you're back, and today we're going to edit it. My turn, edit it, your turn. My turn, edit it, your turn. So editing is making changes to our writing to ensure that it can be read. So here we go. What is editing? And why do good writers edit their writing? Have a little think, say your answer out loud, and then make a note of it on your home learning book or your piece of paper. Do that now. What is editing? Why do good writers edit their writing? Press pause. Okay, super, you're back. So what is editing and why do good writers edit their writing? Well, editing is fixing the mistakes in our writing. It's looking at the grammar, the spelling, and the punctuation. And good writers make changes to their work to ensure that the text is accurate and clear so that readers can understand it. Okay, so before we start our editing, we're going to reflect like we do at school on our writing. What is great about our writing? And we've got two things to really look out for. I want you to really look out for emotive language. So what emotive language you've used, and also what rhetorical questions you've used in your writing. So we're going to be looking at for two of the features. Okay, so let's try by having a look at mine. So you're probably going to spot some of the mistakes, but we're not thinking about the mistakes just yet. We're looking for the emotive language and the rhetorical questions. So I've gone through and I have underlined all of the emotive language that I've used. And you can see there that I've used quite a lot of emotive language, which is great because we're really trying to persuade the reader by really trying to hook them in with their emotions. And also because I'm trying to persuade the reader, I used another persuasive language technique, and that is to use rhetorical questions. And if you have a look there, I've now underlined all the rhetorical questions that I have used. Okay, fantastic. Your turn to reflect on your writing. What's great about your writing? I want you to go through and underline some of the emotive language that you've used and also the rhetorical questions that you have used. And then once you've done that, I want you to write your reflection. I am proud of my writing because I have. Why are you proud of your writing? It might be because of the features, or it might be that you're really trying hard to work on something that we talked about at school. Okay, time to reflect. Do that now. Press pause. Okay, great. So I hope you were able to underline lots of emotive language, lots of rhetorical questions, and I really hope that you were able to think of something that you're proud of in your writing. I'm sure you were. Okay, so first step of editing, we read it aloud to make sure that we haven't made any mistakes. So we're going to read our writing aloud. We're going to read it slowly so we can try and hear our mistakes, and we're going to think, do my sentences sound right? So let's try with my writing. Okay, I'm going to try and read it slowly. Vacancy for an explorer. Are you looking for adventure within your job? Does the thought of being paid for a once-in-a-lifetime experience excite you? Then this could be the job for you. This unique job opportunity involves travel around the world. Doesn't sound quite right. Involves travel around the world. I think that would be better if it was traveling. Yes, this unique job opportunity involves traveling around the world, since you will be the captain of a first-class flying ship. That sounds good. You will have the chance to travel to many exotic locations while experience a variety of cultures. That doesn't sound right. While experience a variety of cultures. That should be while experiencing a variety of cultures. That sounds better, past tense. And observing the habits of the phenomenal flying sea turtles. Have you ever heard of such an amazing opportunity? Such an amazing opportunity. It should be such an amazing opportunity before. Apply now, and this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity could be yours. What are you waiting for? Okay, so I think that sounds right. Now I think I've finished fixing the mistakes of the grammar. I want you to do that with your writing. Read it out loud. Have you missed any words? Should you change some of the words so it sounds better? Have you got missing words or first or third person inaccuracy? I want you to really think about that when you are reading it slowly to yourself. Do that now. Press pause. Okay, great. So that is the first step of our editing. Now we're going to have a look at the spelling. You might have noticed some spelling errors in my writing. First of all, we're going to look out for high frequency words, and then we're going to go and have a look for longer words. Okay, so let's start off with the high frequency words, and I'm pretty sure you've spotted the high frequency word that I've spelt incorrectly. It's have, and of course have is H-A-V-E, okay? That is how we spell have. And I think that's all of the high frequency words that I spelt incorrectly. But there is a longer word that I didn't break into syllables, and that is phenomenal. So let's say that slowly. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. There's an M in there definitely, and there we go. Phenomenal. There we go. I said it slowly, and I noticed that I'd missed the meh in the middle there. And I think that is all the spellings correct. Okay, I want you to go through and look out for your spelling mistakes. Check for high frequency words first, and then have a look at those longer words. Break them into syllables. Phenomenal. And make sure you've got all the sounds there. Do that now. Press pause. Okay, fantastic. So now we've checked for any missing words, and that it sounds right. We've checked our spelling. What else do we need to check? We need to check our punctuation. I'm pretty sure I've missed some punctuation. You might have noticed that already. So I'm going to check, did I put a punctuation mark at the end of each sentence? And do my punctuation marks match the type of sentence I wrote? And am I missing any commas in my sentence? Let's try. Okay, so let's have a look here. So I'm having a look through and I'm scanning through and I'm making sure that I've got my punctuation at the end of the sentence. And look, I'm missing some punctuation there. Now, what punctuation should it be? Let's read that sentence as a long sentence. We're going to have to read it together so we know what punctuation it needs to be. You will have the chance to travel to many exotic locations while experiencing a variety of cultures and observing the habits of the phenomenal flying sea turtles. So it's not a question, it's a full stop. Okay, now I've also realised that I have done a rhetorical question here. Have you ever heard of such an amazing opportunity before? That is a rhetorical question, so that's not a full stop, that's a question mark. And look at my final sentence. What are you waiting for? That's a question too. So that should have a question mark. Okay, I think I've got all my punctuation marks correct. I want you to have a look for your punctuation marks at the end of each sentence. Do you put punctuation marks that match the type of sentence that you wrote? I put full stops when there should have been question marks. Are you missing any commas in your sentences? I want you to go through and fix any missing punctuation you can find in your writing. Do that now. Press pause. Okay, super. You're back. So finally, now we're going to look for capital letters, and I'm sure you've been looking at my writing. You've gone, Miss Dandring, that needs a capital letter there. I'm sure you've spotted my mistakes. So, did I use a capital letter at the beginning of every sentence? I think you're going to go, no, Miss Dandring, no, you didn't. Well, I didn't have to use any capital letters for I because I wasn't writing in first person. I was writing in second person. And so I shouldn't have to worry about that one, but I'm going to check just to make sure. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so where are those missing capital letters? Well, here we go. That's the start of the sentence. And I've got another one here at the start of the sentence. These are the two incorrect capital letter usages, and I don't have any proper nouns there, and I haven't used the word I, so that's all I need to fix for my capital letters. Great. Okay, now it's your turn to check your capital letters. I want you to fix any missing capital letters in your writing, and don't forget that if there are any capital letters that are used incorrectly, you must change those as well. Okay, do that now. Press pause. Okay, amazing. So we've finished our editing. If you have fixed some errors, well done. That's excellent work. So now we're going to publish our writing, and we must present our work so that others can read it. My turn, publish it, your turn. My turn, publish it, your turn. And it's really important. We've gone through this process of writing. Let's publish it. Let's make it look really good. Okay, so what is publishing, and why do good writers publish their writing? Say your answer out loud, then make a note of your ideas on your piece of paper or in your home learning book. Do that now. Press pause. Okay, great. So what is publishing? Publishing is presenting our work so that others can read it. And it is an important part of the writing journey because it demands an audience. It says, here's my finished piece of work. Come and read it. Okay, so who will view your published work? Well, I want to view your published work. When you publish your work, I want you to share it with me. Take a photo of it and ask one of your parents to send the photo into our school email. And how are we going to choose to publish our writing? Well, this is going to be an advert. It needs to be on one page. This is how I've chosen to do my publishing. I've chosen to do boxes, and I've included a picture down the bottom here. You might want to make yours more attractive. You might want to use really fancy writing for your title to really grab your reader's attention. Okay, you're going to take your writing, your edited writing, and you're going to publish it. Take a piece of paper, make it look fantastic. This might take you about 30 minutes to do, especially if you're going to do a really high quality picture on your advert. I want you to get yourself relaxed, put on some nice relaxing music in the background, and get on with publishing your work. Then press play and we'll finish the lesson. Do that now. Press pause. Okay, great. I want you to have a look at your published piece of work. I want you to hold it up and look at it and think, hey, well done, I've finished. Oh, my goodness me, I put there, well done, we've finished our diary writing. I used last week's slides to go over it. That should say, well done, we've finished our advert, our persuasive advert based on once in a lifetime. And I want you to share your advert with somebody to celebrate how hard you have worked to engage the reader. Well done, everybody, for joining in on this week's learning. Fantastic. And we're going to stop there. Have a great rest of your day. Well done, everybody.